Hey everyone, welcome back to Gabriel Knight. Whew, I got a lot of grief from not doing my best last episode, but we're gonna have to do a little backtracking. I still have to question him on a few things, and then I'll do some backtracking.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Okay. Let's see. First I want to see if he says something about the crash guy.
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
It sure as hell ain't going well. There's a lot of brakes being applied in different areas of the investigation. We're getting some real info on the victims now, and they're not exactly upstanding citizens. I was hoping to get more out of Crash, but he's scared shitless. We'll have to let him go tomorrow morning.
Let's see. Does he have anything about Veve?
Do you know anything about Veves?
What?
Veves. They're ritualistic patterns used in voodoo. You know, like those marks we found around the body.
You know what the department says about that, Knight. That voodoo stuff is faked.
Yeah, well, they're wrong. These Veves...
Look, just stop worrying about them marks. I don't think they're relevant.
Alright. Now, one of the things I did not notice was... See, like I said, I go through my items between episodes, and there's a phone book that I neglected to look at. So, I mean, there's a whole bunch of numbers. I have already written them down. So, we're going to go to Grace's bookshop because I'm insured. I've been insured that the only way to get the $100 is selling the painting, so there's no second route. I thought there would be a different way that would give more points, but not so much. So I need to make some calls, and I also need to see Bruno.
I wish you wouldn't wear that coat outside in June. I could smell you from here.
No, I did check, and he does come back, so let's see. I guess I can ask her questions until he comes by.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Do you know anything about Veve?
I told you.
Oh, I already did that then. Alright. Fortunately, it might take a couple seconds or so. So let's see. Yeah, I need to give some, do some phone calls. I have them written down. Then I need to go back to Tulane because I completely missed it. Here we go.
Hey, kids.
Huh?
Bruno.
Gabe, pet. I just popped in to see if you're desperate enough to sell me that painting.
Yeah, alright.
How much would you give me for it, Bruno?
Gabriel, don't you dare sell your father's painting.
It's not very nice to say, but...
Stay out of this, Grace.
Ooh, you're serious? You'll let me have it?
Yeah, I'll let you have it, all right. How much for the painting?
Well, I could give you 100. That's all I can let go at the moment, you know. My fares are so tied up.
Gabriel, $100 for your father's painting?
Grace, let me deal with this.
It is yours for $100.
Fine, it's yours.
Gabriel!
Here's the 100.
You better take good care of this, Bruno. This is not just another of your hip art pieces, you know.
Really? Well, I fully intend to make the most of its display, though not for your sake, I'm sure. At least in my shop, there'll be a chance of someone actually seeing it.
Man, I don't like that guy.
Believe I actually got it. Just wait until I show Sid.
Do not like that guy.
I don't believe you!
I don't either.
It's just a painting, Grace. There are things I have to do.
It just seemed like a sort of thing where, you know, I'd get more points if I did it a different way. Alright. Look at these $100. $100 in cash is the most money that Gabriel's had in his pocket for 2 years. Okay. I need to make some phone calls. Actually, I wonder if she says something different, or...
What?
No, never mind. That's what she usually says. Alright, I need to make some phone calls. Okay. So, let's see. Uh, well, actually, I should at least show it off. There are 6 numbers of interest here. First of all, there's 4 Madame Cazaunoux, so I have to figure out which one it is. There's also this World Agency thing, which is highlighted, so this is probably going to help. And there's also this huge ad for veterinary. So I have those all written down. So the first thing I'm going to do is look for Madame Cazaunoux. Operate. So let's see. Turn this on. I want to do 555. 1270.
Hello.
Hi, is this the Cazaunoux residence?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you or does anyone in your family patronize the Dixieland drugstore?
I'm a busy man. What are you selling?
I don't think this is the
Nothing.
right person.
Good. Goodbye.
Alright. Let's try another one. 5551220.
Hello, Cazaunoux residence?
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah?
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her purse today, and the name Cazaunoux was inside it.
Dixieland drugstore? Never heard of it. Sorry.
Yeah. I was about to say she sounded a lot hotter than before, but that was a different woman. Alright, what's the next one? 5551280. Oops.
Hello?
Hello? I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet! Who is this?
Who names their dog Castro?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, hello, my dog's name is Castro. I'm a very sane person. Alright. Well, I guess I don't need to go to the last one, but may as well. Let's see, that was 535. This is the last Cazaunoux, but since I just... Actually, I need to circle that that's the A one. Alright, 37.
Cazaunoux residence, may I help you?
Hi, you won a customer raffle at the Dixieland drugstore?
No soliciting, please.
Well, that was worth my time. Totally worth my time. Okay, let's call... Let's see, this travel agency. Let's see, that would be 585 1130.
Hello. See the World Travel Agency. How may I help you?
Well, I do need to go to Germany.
How much for a trip to Rittersberg, Germany?
Rittersberg, Germany? Hold on, let me look that up. I can fly you into Munich. That's the closest airport to Rittersberg. You can rent a car from there, or take the train. Let's see. The best price I can see for the flight is $1,400. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I don't have $1,400. I just have to sell my father's painting for $100.
Sorry.
I see. Goodbye.
Well, I can see what the extras is all about. Hold on. Okay, what's that number again? 585 1130.
Hello.
What about your specials?
What are your...
2 weeks in India for 2,000 rupees.
Well, that's certainly...
Uh-huh.
How much for a trip to the Caribbean?
Well, our least expensive trip is 4 days, 3 nights in St. Croix for $1,250. Of course, we have much nicer packages available.
I'm sure your packages are stunning.
Is there something else I can...
Alright. What about Indiana?
I've always wanted to visit Anderson, Indiana.
I'm so sorry, but you can't get there from here.
Alright, so it's just for Rittersberg, and I need $1,400, which I do not have, so...
Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna try that pet shop. Or it was a veterinarian, actually. That is 555 1270? Yeah. 1270.
Hello?
Hi. Sorry to bother you.
Wait, that's not the right one. Never mind, I was looking at the wrong one. The phone number is 555 6170.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Oh wow. I'm sure this would go over well.
Know anything about animal sacrifice?
What are you, some kind of sicko?
That was a very rude response. I just wanted to ask about animal sacrifice. And she just hung up on me. 6170.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
What about snakes?
Do you know anything about snakes?
Our doctors see just about any type of animals, but we don't get many snakes.
Okay, thanks.
Well, she didn't have to hang up on me. I could have just... Alright, open the phone. Okay, 1, 2, 3... 6170.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
Madame Cazaunoux.
Do you have a Madame Cazaunoux as a client?
Madame Cazaunoux? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
I don't know, my aunt?
She's my aunt, and I've sort of lost touch.
I'm sorry, but I don't feel right about giving her address out. Goodbye.
Oh well. There was something I wanted to talk about, but now I just forgot it.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
About Madame Cazaunoux,
Yeah?
I really need to get...
I just don't know.
Well, maybe it's about Castro.
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay.
Alright, we got an
her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
I got points. Oh yeah, the thing I wanted to... See, I didn't realize until I got the comment. Which one is the symbols? The foot cache is one of the things that was mentioned in the what's it called? The lecture. So I mean, but there were so many things I didn't recognize it until the comment. But yeah, so this is Dr. John. There's a conclave tonight. Bring the whip. So that's not nice. Or I'm pretty sure it's Dr. John, but DJ seems to be Dr. John. So what did I want to do next? I want to backtrack a little more. So I need to go back to Tulane. Wow, I'm already 15 minutes in. I hope the entire video isn't backtracking.
Are you a student? No. My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Well, you have walked into my private office, Mr. Knight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here.
Yes, I do.
If you figure it out, let me know.
Because I have to talk to you.
Your lecture was terrific.
Oh, you think so? You were snoring so loud I didn't think you'd heard it.
Alright, time to question.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it will get you out of my office.
But yeah, picked the wrong button or else I probably would have figured out that there was another door, or there was a door. Anyway.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
You already sat through my lecture on the subject, Mr. Knight. Perhaps next time you could stay awake and learn something.
That's rude.
What can
you already...
Alright, voodoo murders.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I've read about them in the papers. I must admit to some interest. But according to the newspapers, the voodoo aspect is faked, so I haven't really pursued it. You know how Americans, especially Hollywood, treats voodoo. I'm sure there are many so-called practitioners out there that have no idea what they're doing or the power they're playing with.
Okay, he doesn't know about the murders.
What do you know?
As I said, I don't know anything but what the papers say. According to them, there's no reason for me to be interested.
Fair enough. What about New Orleans?
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
I find it interesting to see the occasional fragment of voodoo practices in the everyday culture of New Orleans. The Catholic Church has always dominated in New Orleans, and its imagery, in turn, has dominated New Orleans voodoo.
I didn't know that. About the Catholic Church being,
What else can you tell me about New Orleans?
being part
If there's
of it.
more you wish to know, perhaps you should read.
Alright, read his books.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I'm not a zoologist, Mr. Knight, but I know all I care to about reptiles.
Reptiles.
Do you know anything about...
I'm not a zoologist, Mr.
I would say reptiles, as I think everyone does except this guy. St. John's Eve.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
It's June 23rd, the feast day of St. John the Baptist. But June 23rd has been a sacred day since the earliest times.
Oh, okay.
Ancient sun worshippers used to roll a flaming wheel down a hill to celebrate the sun's descent on that day.
A burning wheel? Huh.
So there's a connection between voodoo and Christianity, I guess, on that day. I don't know if that's going to be important, but
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I'm not in the habit...
oh wow, that's awesome.
What?
I'm not in the habit of repeating myself, Mr. Knight.
Because everyone else in the game will continue to repeat until I'm done.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans Coeur means?
Cabri sans Coeur. Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice.
Oh jeez.
Sacrifices
wow.
in voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, bulls, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
So that guy in the Dixieland shop was talking about human sacrifice. That's not cool.
What was that translation of a Cabri sans Coeur again?
I'm not in the habit of repeating myself, Mr. Knight.
Well, it's a good thing I have a recorder. Or...
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
While I find the colloquial bastardizations of voodoo somewhat interesting from a sheerly intellectual point of view, there's not a lot of relation between people like Laveau and true voodoo practices.
Okay.
Do you know...
I'm not...
Alright.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
As I said in my lecture, which I assume you actually listened to, is that animal masks, totems, are used extensively in most African voodoo religions.
Fair enough.
Do you know any...
I'm not...
Yeah, alright. What's a veve?
Tell me about beves.
If you'd taken notes during my lecture, you wouldn't have to ask.
You're a jerk, man.
Tell me about...
If you take...
Alright. Schottenjäger? You probably don't know.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
I'm afraid I can't help you there, Mr.
Fair enough. What about you?
Tell me about yourself.
All right, Mr. Knight, I'm 35, a fully tenured professor at this university, as well as a fellow at Cambridge. My doctorate was obtained at Syracuse. Yes, Syracuse, in religious studies.
Cool.
I'm an agnostic, but I find human belief systems fascinating. I specialize in African religions because I grew up there. My father was a Protestant missionary. And I am heterosexual, when I practice sex at all, which isn't very often.
Thanks for that action.
Any other questions?
Thanks for that information.
No. Fine.
That was a bit of a backstory.
I'd really like to know more about you.
There have been several articles written about me, Mr. Knight, as well as blurbs on my book jackets. If you want a biography, read.
Again?
There have been...
Alright. Human sacrificed.
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's, very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible if that's the gods demand. For example, one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Erzulie, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it. If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh, where will we find one? Erzulie is the gentlest of Loa, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Hungan tremble before a possession by one of the more violent Loa, such as Papa Nebo. Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that the Loa will simply take it for themselves.
Okay, so I guess there's going to be different types of spirits that's going to be useful
Tell
to
me
know
more
about.
human sacrifice.
I wouldn't dwell on it. Most voodoo sects probably haven't seen a human sacrifice for several generations. I wouldn't.
Alright. Okay. And I think I looked around here just to get it out of the way, but I don't think I noticed anything. There's a globe. There's some exotic fish. There's some, yeah. I'm pretty sure I looked around here off screen just to avoid having to make you guys watch if there was nothing here.
Oh, do keep in touch.
Oops. I don't know what you said, but... Alright. So now that we're caught up and 20 minutes into the video, okay. I remember I already went through all of this, so let's go to French Quarter. Oh, this must be Cazaunoux residence. Let's see. Well, let's see what we got. Actually, look around. 2 windows flank the front of the mansion. Pretty shutters frame the windows. Door frame is a beautiful example of traditional New Orleans architecture. Like many New Orleans buildings, this one is accented with ornamental wrought iron. Alright, well, let's talk, or knock on the door.
Yes? Who is it?
I am selling subscriptions.
I have some fine magazine subscriptions for sale.
I'm sorry, but I'm not interested.
I'm writing an article on voodoo.
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you...
I am a good Catholic, young man. Take your evil influence elsewhere.
But I just have a few questions.
I can feel the evil eye. Go away.
Well, it didn't prompt for an item.
Yes? Who is it?
Yeah, I'm the guy who just got my face slammed in. So, what about pet supplies?
I've got some great pet supplies. Could you cool little doggy?
Castro has everything he needs. Don't you, Castro?
Thanks a lot, Castro.
Land shark?
Land shark?
You are no Bill Murray.
I'm gonna have to look up that reference.
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you...
I told you no. This house is under the protection of the saints. Now, go away. Yes?
Please let me talk to you?
Please let me talk to you.
I don't...
She doesn't talk to strangers.
Yes?
Yeah.
Wrong house. Never mind.
Fine.
Alright. Oops. Just go. Just walk. Well, since I have the money, I'm gonna go get my animal mask, because I actually have something... I actually have something in my mind which will be cool if I'm right. And what it is I'm thinking if I get the mask, I can go to Cazaunoux's house with the mask, she'll talk to me.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Because she doesn't prompt for an item, so it has to be something about, just the way I look.
Do you know anything about Veves?
No, sir. Never heard of them.
Alright then.
Are you still interested in selling that crocodile mask?
Well, you show me $100, and the mask is yours.
I have it. It is in my inventory. Here you go.
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The mask, it's yours, sir.
That was kind of weird taking the head off.
Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now.
Yeah, thanks.
Alright.
Don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedy. But if you're having problems with your...
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it.
I don't need it.
Of course you don't.
Man, this game is dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Okay, so I've got the crocodile mask. The crocodile mask is made of genuine crocodile head. It looks heavy, hot, and smelly. And this must be the gambling oil. The small bottle is labeled Master Gambling Oil. Okay. I'm gonna go to Cazaunoux's for a minute. And then I want to go to the graveyard. Because the opener of this this day was talking about you know, Home of the Dead or something like that. They clearly wanted me to go to the graveyard. So... Oh, maybe I should put it on first. Gabriel doesn't want to put on the mask until he has to. Fine. Okay, let's go to the cemetery. Okay, so hopefully something's different here. Okay, so this is where I'm supposed to, or this is where Dr. John was supposed to get the flat cash. Well, let's see if there's anything around. Oh, I should talk to Willie anyway. Or his name is not Willie. What is his name? Hold on. His name is just Watchman. Watchman. Okay, Watchman.
Could I have a minute of your time?
What you need, boy?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Okay. Veve?
Do you know anything about Veves?
I don't know what you talking about.
Alright. Oh. Hi, Malia. How are you doing? I just saw you come out of that
Malia.
tomb.
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
I noticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Whatever for.
I can't stop thinking about you. I've been in your thoughts too. I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that 1,000,000 times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it.
Wait, does he mean it or not?
I can't believe I'm saying this.
I don't know if he means that or
I
not.
have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
We live in different worlds, really. Are we
Look, I know
Romeo
you
and
got
Juliet
more
here?
money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
Wow, he's
No,
serious.
I don't.
Why don't you come see my world? I have a little bookshop, St. George's on Broadway.
I know.
See? I knew it. You're crazy about me, too. Come by tonight. Please. My world isn't so bad.
I'm sorry, but there's no place for someone like you in my life. Not now, not ever.
Damn it.
Okay, suddenly romance. I wasn't expecting that. And she's gone, yeah? Gabriel's done all the begging he can muster at the moment. Malia will have to work this out on her own. That was interesting. So, alright. Suddenly romance. I don't know if that's real romance or like, if, you know, if he really meant it or if he was just faking it, because, you know, Gabriel, I'm pretty sure he would say that to any woman, but I don't know. So, in the next episode, we will continue on day 3 of Gabriel Knight. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.